Case File 003. Subject: the sequel trilogy. Not a character. Not a film. The production. Every other body on this channel was something you could point to. A scene.
Your overconfidence is your weakness.
A villain. A choice. This one is different. This body is a blueprint that never existed. Time of death. The moment the wheel changed hands with nowhere agreed to drive.
Someone's locked onto us. All controls are overridden.
The coroner is precise about that. Let's open it up. History of the patient. The Patient arrived as the most valuable franchise in film, handed a clean relaunch and a generation to inherit it. The first film produced genuinely compelling new characters under enormous pressure. It opened to records. It made the audience that the next two films would inherit. Where it went is a separate finding. At intake, The Patient was breathing. Prior conditions. The warning signs were present before a single frame was shot. A release window was set the day the studio bought the keys. Before a director. Before a script. Before a story had been agreed on. The calendar led. The story chased it for the next 7 years. A third director was hired for the final film, then departed over creative differences, and the first director was called back to take the wheel again. Prior conditions on file. A production with a deadline and no agreed destination. The examination.
Isn't he great? He's not finished yet.
Is one.
In our first case, we named a killer. Today, it takes the stand.
Is this boy?
I don't presume to.
But revealed your...
The defendant is a leaderless production. Before the cut, it deserves its strongest defense, in full.
How can you be on the council and not be a master?
The philosophy was to let filmmakers be filmmakers.
Chewie, you get that compressor fixed?
I need to go alone.
Yeah, along with friends.
It's too dangerous, Finn.
We trust talented directors with their own vision. The release slate was punishing, inherited from a corporate acquisition, not chosen by anyone in the room.
And he is most displeased with your apparent lack of progress.
These were good faith people, pulling hard, under pressure no creative team should have to carry. That defense is real. Grant all of it. Now we open it up. The handoff is the mechanism of death. The wheel changed hands mid-corner.
Can you fly a cruiser like this? You mean do I know how to land what's left of this thing? Well, under the circumstances, I'd say the ability to pilot this thing is irrelevant. Strap yourselves in.
3 directors.
My lord, it's impossible to locate the ship.
3 separate visions. 3 batons, and no agreed finish line. The second film did not build on the first. It wrote over it.
Because someone erased it from the archive, ma'am.
A villain set up as the master was disposed of for a twist, then resurrected and explained in the next film.
Beaten. I see his mind.
And it confirms the worst. Somehow Palpatine returned.
The lead character's parentage was decided in the final film's production.
You are a Palpatine.
It was never planned. The director who returned for the finale later said, in an interview, that the trilogy should have had a plan from the beginning. This is not a finding about taste. This is a process with no blueprint. Cause of death. The cause of death is not the obvious one. It is not a discarded villain. It is not a resurrected emperor. Those are the symptoms. The cause is the empty drawer where the master plan should have been. The trilogy was assembled. It was never authored. Every argument the audience had for a decade was an argument about symptoms. Every other autopsy on this channel is a symptom of this one. The ruling.
A Jedi could have erased those five.
The ruling on the table is homicide, but the coroner is precise about the kind. The finding is not malice. No one set out to kill Star Wars. The finding is negligence. A system took the wheel, and then it let go of it. The body is just as dead.